Hello and welcome back to Roy's Workshop. Today we're going to be messing about with my 1952 Ferguson. This is a petrol TVO version. I haven't used it for a couple of months. You can see the twin tanks and my pre-positioned spanner. Throw a battery on it and see what happens. So now that the battery's on, we can get that down out the way. We'll turn the fuel on. We'll switch it to petrol first for starting. You might be able to see the petrol at the top flowing back in through the sediment bowl, which is good. I've checked the oils, everything's all right. I've come to this side because this is the side easiest for starting. I always leave it in gear with the PTO with the 3-point linkage down, just so I can get it further back in and it's not going to harm anything. Plus, when it starts, the engine's not trying to work the hydraulics as well as start the engine. I'll set you up somewhere else and we'll see how many times it takes to start it. Probably not many. Excellent. Right. Shut that down. Take it out from here. Put the brake on. So, ignition. Yes. A little bit of throttle. Yes. Choke. Yes. Oh, so close. Let's try again, shall we? Can't go clear than that, can you? So we let it warm up. I've got a tractor to move to get this one out, and then I'll probably see you over in the field. So there we have it. The Fergie's now in the field. We're running on TVO now. It's very easy to turn it over. This side is TVO, this side is petrol. So you start it on petrol, get it warm, and then you flick it over to TVO. Most of you will know it, but if you've never seen a Fergie before, or somebody of this age, this was TVO is tractor vaporizing oil, and it's a weaker, has less of an octane rating, and it's cheaper, or it was cheaper in the sort of 50s and 60s, certainly after the war. And then the harrow that we've got on it, it's a little bit heavy for the tractor. When you take off, the front wheels do tend to buck up a bit, but once it's in the ground it pulls it perfectly fine. And to be honest, today we're not going to be working it hard, we're just going to carry on. So again, if you've not seen a Fergie like this, as I said, this is a 1952 Ferguson, and this has the downswept exhaust on it, which has killed quite a few people whilst you're threshing or baling or anything of that sort of ilk. When there's sort of dry grass in the air, what's happened is that sparks from the exhaust have ignited the grass behind the tractor, and it has claimed a couple of lives, I'm sure. Well, in fact, I know it has. People have told me. But Ferguson, this is every tractor that you see nowadays, every sort of new tractor, whether it be a Class, a Fendt, a New Holland or something like that. This is the original, sort of the grandfather to all of them, or maybe the one before it, but this is the more commonly known as the Grey Fergie. And it has the iconic, can't see it now because someone's fitted a harrow to it, but it's got the 3-point linkage, and obviously it lifts. We can attach all sorts of implements to the back of this. For the Fergie, we've got the harrow. We don't tend to use the grader on it because it's a bit too much, but I do have a tool for a plough, and I have done ploughing with it, but the plough, there's something not quite right with it. It's not quite right, but we'll do that later on. So I think for now what we'll do is that I'll drive down to where we need to harrow the little lane, just to make it a little bit smoother and break everything down, and I'll show you that from there. See you in a sec. Just lose me hat. Dirty. Put on top of the battery. Okay, so I've done it a couple of times now, and you can see the track. See what it looks like. It looks a lot better than what it did yesterday. I can't remember if I filmed it yesterday, but trust me, it does. We'll see how we get on from here. So this is what it looks like from the driver's seat. I'll try not to crash. smoother. Be back in a minute. As is the problem with some of these petrol TVOs, mine suffers with it too. When it gets warm and the engine slows right down, it has a tendency to stop. Not too much of an issue really, but I now have to wait about half an hour for the engine to cool down, put petrol back into the carburetor by flicking the selector valve, and then yeah, wait for it to cool down. Bit of a bummer really. I don't know why it does it, it just does. But hey, so we'll give it half an hour and then I might grab the roller and then roll that bit that we've just done. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute or 9. So there we have it. It's been largely rolled. I'm halfway down the lane that is. Quite happy with the results. It's certainly going to be a lot smoother for pedestrians to walk up and down. But I think that'll do for today. We'll get there in the end. Thanks for watching. See you later. Take care. Bye now.